end, the culmination of introductions, the finale to the preview, the purpose of inductions, the forgiveness of the doubters and the clouters of corruption, and the peak of everything that you know you never thought of. Who concocted this cacophony of consonants, a conference of syllables and syllables, and a host of other words that you know I can't pronounce? And who is this author? Who restored the order? Who helped on private jets while we all brace for more flood waters? And how do we tell the different to be different yet not normal? Actually, never mind that, because I am the definition of what sophistication should never be defined as. I broke boundaries and placed them in my backpacks as reminders, and I stole the shields of dictators and ate a hot plate of pilau off it like cheap chinas. So we even rewind that or reverse back to relieve shivers in the whisper of my name. So imagine what's to come if this is just the first track. Good night. That might have been the longest introduction you might have ever heard. My name is Gary Acosta. I'm a spoken poet. I think this is a great initiative. We all want change, right? I guess. Sometimes we have to look back, see where we came from to know where we're going, right? Yeah? Sankofa. This piece is called 2 Days. The burning fumes of grieving candles will now be our first scent. Pictures of dictators dismantled doesn't mean the worst went. If you never fast or pray before, well then, this will be your first Lent. Democracies locked up the war, now they're wondering where their thirst went. All I see are third world countries, M16s and 9s loaded, brainwashed soldiers squeezing triggers like they're blindfolded, constant door-to-door searches as they weed out the filthy. They arrest everybody, but they can't catch you guilty. So heat raises conflicts as you feels like in summer. The supper time bed is now the you with die hammers as they stroll through the patrol for the curfew while war generals use patrol as the perfume. Not to mention the mansions, no need for no lean-to tents with bamboos for poles and the see-through vents. No camouflage clothes, they don't seem too tense because they clean the weapons with the blood of the innocent. The Holocaust again, but I'm done with the innocent. Christ dying on the cross doesn't mean that the sinners went away or astray. They will use the hands of children as ashtrays for the cigarettes. Ignoring these events wouldn't castrate the bigotries because loyalty and love has been disbanded, faith reprimanded, and former allies now scheme against a brother. So the nightmares of one are the dreams of another, and drowning in these bombs are the screams of a mother. This cry for help, this cry of death, is a familiar song that we know from when the Gaza became Rwanda and love until ground zero. No chance of salamander because the brain scared to track back. And arms giving is a new trade, but I ain't talking about the zakat. Oil prices drop, so we barter and spend water wells. We can't afford cups, so we drink from spent water shells. And we can't blame God, because we invent this quarter hell, where we massacre the natives and use their earlobes as pendants. And the worldwide leaders are like Hitler's descendants, and insanity is the only one of poverty's defendants. So now, doomsday only has one stage to grow, one new face to show. But the scary thing is that the future I just described was actually 2 days ago. Right, change. You know what, the funny thing is that change and truth. Two of the most cliched and overused words in poems. But we need both of them. Funny thing. This piece is called This Is My Prayer. And may the souls of the faithful departed through the mercy of God rest in peace. And may the foes of these faithful departed through the mercy of God rest their peace. Sins to the ground, turn their backs to crime as best we cease. This turn around and never turn back to crime. Amen. This is a prayer for the mothers who chant or imitate the man chanting on top of High Street with his doomsday ranting and the heat from the interagency task force, even about the dogs them panting. And let it be known that this is not a freedom cry or the poor man's anthem. No, this is a voice of reasoning. This is a stew brewed to lick up all them gunmen with a little bit of spoken word seasoning. And if only one man want to hear me out, dread, and if he's still listening, I can chant my lyrics until my throat sore. I don't care if you're black, white, Indian, China, who the hell you fought for. We're going to reveal the secrets that they hide behind the closed doors, chop up all them evil and eat them with my coleslaw. Yeah, this is a prayer for the barefoot, bareback, bare black boy who fared that his bare credentials will never be enough. Ever since the birth of his tree, he was born to have it tough, so he on a grind for that money, cause talk was always cheap. A hustler from young, so he walked before he creep, plus pops walk out and mom, so he was his own father. Rather, he was more like his own family. A three-course meal was like a dream from a fantasy. Can't you see that this is a prayer for those who confuse the pews to be a weekend fixture, a mixture of social gatherings, false pretenses and repentances and smiles at work, just as well as pastors' deep sentences. This is a prayer for our leaders to start speaking the truth. So for politicians, pastors, priests, pundits, preachers, etc. to start teaching the youth, and for daggering and passa too to never be cute. So Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Our job site still full of space. I hope the Lord is with me when I get my letter for 2 weeks grace, because I can't hold our job down for 2 weeks straight. So to pray for some support is all I can do. And for those who don't like this poem, well, this prayer was for you.
Gary Acosta. Give him a nice round of applause.